Mr. Jagdeo was the featured speaker at a rally arranged by the Sugar Union GAU on Wednesday at Enterprise on the East Coast, where he was billed to speak on issues affecting the sugar industry. But the opposition leader belted the government instead. He started off by making a mockery of the Prime Minister by stating that Mr. Nagamutu has no portfolio other than that of a junior secretary to Minister Harmon. The opposition leader's attacks then focused on some of Mr. Granger's ministers.
And let me tell you, Truckman was a mediocre lawyer, and he was a mediocre speaker, and he's even worse as a minister. Useless, totally useless. He hopscotches around technical issues because he's incapable of understanding them. Over a year ago, he and Jordan went to Uganda on a learning visit. We need people who can guide us, not who are now learning about things.
Though some of his remarks were distasteful, Mr. Jagdeo received much applause from a packed crowd of PPP supporters. The calculation of oil revenues was another issue with which the opposition leader did not find favor. Listen to the type of rhetoric Mr. Jagdeo used.
Now, only a jackass would do that sort of analysis.
Jagdeo said that the government is delusional and is driven by malice because the administration has no real strategy on how to run the country.
If you give them the next 10 years, we're not going to get jobs in this country. We'll go back to where we were under Burnham. Decumulation of wealth, accumulation of debt, economic malaise, as is happening already. Because when you have a president who believes that we can drive the future of this country, create opportunities for young people by selling plantain chips and something else on the side, then we have no hope. And when you have ministers who don't even understand their sectors.
He told his supporters that 2020 general elections has to be a must-win for the PPP.
We cannot allow them to stay there very long, because if we do that, then God helps this country.
The opposition leader says that everything this government does can safely be termed nonsense. Royd and James, HGP Nightly News.